So, remember that our board expectations, somewhat surprisingly and unreasonably, are that whilst they are quite happy for us to finish 7th this season, where you at? Expectations, please. 7th. They do somehow still expect us to get 6 podiums this year. Now, as you'll notice, there's a 4 in that column. Because it turns out Zhou's quite a good driver if you've got a good strategy behind him. So what does that actually translate to? And again, people who are watching on Discord will know this. Well, rather shockingly, we have managed to scrape a few podiums when the weather's been right. And we've been able to out-strategy the AI. But, chat. So, you know how before this season I had never been defeated in Monaco? Like, literally never lost in Monaco at any point, on stream or off it. We have got to 2032 as the undisputed king of Monaco. Chat, we remain the undisputed king of Monaco. We managed to get Brawn GP's first win somehow in a car that is nowhere nearly as good as anyone else's on the grid in Monaco. Now, there were certain things that helped with that. One of them was 3 red flags, which we managed to deal with far better than anyone else did on the grid. One of those red flags was indeed caused by, sadly, by Liz careening straight into the back of someone. But we have picked up a win. And we've actually managed to scrape points since. Managed to get 2nd in Melbourne. We got some points in Austria. We managed to get our 2nd win of the season in Singapore. We have won twice this season. And we got a 3rd place in Mexico. Austria was really annoying, actually. We'd have got a podium on that if it wasn't for a red flag restart right at the end. So red flags giveth and red flags taketh away. How has Liz been doing? Given that we're running her on absolute trash parts, because remember our goal is to save money this season, she's doing better than you might think. There's a lot of things. I love the idea of the board complaining after this. Yeah, that's the thing. It's entirely possible that we'll get to this end of this season and I'll be like, nah, look, I know we said we only wanted to finish 7th. I know you got us 2 Grand Prix wins, including one at Monaco, but that's enough, thanks. First win for a Chinese driver and also a driver with a Sheffield accent. Quite possibly. But Liz has been taking a bit of a toll on our race car. Now, to be fair, I'd say only one of the accidents that's led to her totaling an entire car has been her fault. The others, one she got piastried, and the other one I can't remember who slammed into her. But it does mean we are spending... This season has been quite expensive for parts on Liz, which is fine, because we really have trash facilities that we have gradually been building up to being semi-useful again. So I still don't think we're going to hit our cost cap anyway. But it has been painful. She is now just about to start getting first level parts, so you can see she's actually been on level 1s and she's about to start picking up some 3s. Maybe that's why she keeps smashing her car away. She's just determined to get to the part 3, the 3rd parts. Suspension missing sounds bad. Yeah, luckily we have one coming off the line in 3 days, literally just before the race starts. Zhou is pretty much on max parts. We're not deving beyond this anymore, so I would expect our performances to decline. If we can get 2 more podiums, I will be very happy, but I'm not expecting it. I think it will require some extraordinary circumstances, but you never know. I think beyond that, our goal is actually not to finish quite this high. We're currently sat at 4th in the championship, and that is a bad place to be. Bad place to be, because it's just going to cut into how much wind tunnel time and everything else we're going to get next season, and we really need that. So, whilst I'm not going to throw results, if we do manage to get our 3 our 6 podiums, we probably won't be trying that hard in some of the final races, because I'd kind of much rather finish 6th. And I don't think we'll be able to, but I think we can at least try and finish 5th. Now that part I could see the board actually value for. Yeah, I mean, it might be a bit of a vain hope, but I'd kind of like to finish 5th, not 4th, at least. Anyway, what it does mean is Zhou is currently 4th in the championship, which is crazy. In terms of driver stats, Zhou is still a 92 and performing very well. He's not going to go any higher. He's 32 years old, but good for him. Liz is now an 81. Adaptability is still a big thing. Her overtaking is really what's holding her back, I think, at the moment. She's really struggling to get up the grid. It is improving slowly, but that's what's holding her back. If you look at the other stats things, she is pretty damn good. Pretty damn good. I mean, you look at that smoothness score. Like, she can go the distance on tyres. It's amazing. They're going to repeat the fine for repeatedly calling the team AlphaTauri. Yeah, but remember, I love the idea that we're so poor this season that we've not managed to scrape it off of half of the parts. Anyway, we have upgraded everything that's going to make the board like us. I've also been focusing on minor upgrades to things that would increase our team attractiveness, because we do need to start getting some staff. The thing we are going to need to think about is, do we keep Zhou on for another season? Or, while expectations are low, do we take the opportunity to ship him out? Now, one thing I do think we're going to do, and we've not done it yet, is we are going to replace Toshio here as our reserve. And I think I know who our reserve is going to be. So I think our new reserve is Yoko Kikuchi. She is 21 years old. She is a 62. She has high development rate. And that is not bad stats, really, for what she is. So unless there's a spectacular regen of some kind, I do think she is one for the future, and we might want to nab her. The question is, do we pair her with Ella Newland? Like, we could try and bring in Ella as a driver. I think one thing we might want to see is what Yoko is at the end of the season. Do you need to do engine damage? I mean, friendship? No. So I think we're at race 11. So what I'm going to do is we'll race these 2 races tonight. Should get 2 in. And I think we'll do the change after that. So change will be for the beginning of the next stream, which means it's nice and easy. It makes it easier for me to swap out the save. We don't have to do it on the stream then. So I think that's the plan. Our Trident 6-time winners of the team, which you would most think would be Maserati, but isn't indeed. Right, anyway, performance targets. We are going to, still not convinced we're going to reach Q3, but we will take the others. That's a 14th. We will push that up to 11th. Key thing we do need to do is generate money. We need to make sure we finish next year with money, frankly. Right, that is all good. To the race weekend. But I do think we can have a competitive car next year,
season brings us to Brazil,
which will be good. We are in Brazil. Let's look at some setups. Brazil, Brazil, Brazil. Where you at, Brazil? Interlagos. Car parts. Go on to your practice parts. Practice parts. Practice parts. That's fine. So your car setup is 7, 13, 28, 340, and 55. Run pan 20 laps. Do that. Yeah, if you want to see how badly Liz has been trashing her parts. Right, our gearbox is on 47%, yeah? That's her third gearbox. We're on race 11. And we're on her third gearbox. Luckily, she has been kinder to engines. But there is no way we're not buying her a new ERS and a new gearbox, and we need to factor that into our cost cap spending. Has she been in any accidents? I mean, she's totaled the car 3 times. Only one of which I think was definitely her fault, so... It has not gone well. Right. Oh, we need to do her car setup, which will be 7, 13, 28, 3.4, 55, 2. That, go, save. Yes, gearboxes are not her friend. I do like the exit from the Interlagos pit lane. It's quite cool. Do that.
Stay off the curb.
Do that.
Are we in trouble?
I think the way powertrain is set up is if you're in no collisions, you use exactly all of the starting parts. Yeah, I mean it depends on how you're running them, but generally speaking, if you've got drivers with decent smoothness, I've found that you can pretty much get through without buying new parts. You will do better if you buy maybe some parts, most notably, depending on how you manage it, ERS. But it does depend slightly on your powertrain reliability.
How is the balance now?
Right, she's on a great. How great is it? Not quite great enough. Let's see if we can scrape that over 90. So you are on a 2, 2, 2, 2, 1. which will give you 6.5, 0.45. Let's give that a go. Run to the end. You're on a great. Again, the question is how great? 87. So that is an optimal great, great, great good. Which gives us an 8, 13.5, a 330, and a 0.5. Configure those. Out you go. Major engine wear. I mean, you've got 4% engine left, so yeah, no shit. Maybe if you slammed engines into walls less, this would be less of a problem, Liz. Just saying. You know, given that you're the undisputed king of managers at this point and always go slow during practice, one would think that at least some other manager would copy of you. Nothing else, just to try and find out whatever it is that makes you successful. Yep. Didn't I say mostly it wasn't her fault? Yeah, I mean, mostly it isn't her fault. That still doesn't mean that she's not the one slamming the car into the wall. Also, I figured out a good way to cope with Verstappen's car starting contract in game, having an 875k first place bonus. Is it to finish him to give him finishing second? Because that's how I would be dealing with it. Having an 800k race bonus is one of those things. Win bonus is probably one of those things that to a driver sounds amazing, but actually pretty much guarantees you're never going to let that driver finish first. I do like Joe's attitude. Remember, Joe's got his 10 grand as long as he finishes 20 or above bonus. Which is, you know, fair. Ooh, only a good. So he will definitely needs one more round of changes, I suspect. How's your engine? Still working, Liz? I'm actually going to call her in. Because we're going to get one more practice out of that engine, so I want to make sure she's got enough in it to test the setup. Joe might as well stay out. 10k for returning the car. Yeah, basically it's like a recycling bonus. Engine's still working, don't mind the black smoke trail behind you. I don't know if you saw it a few whiles back, we actually literally ran the engine on 0, just because we needed to get one lap out of it, and we gambled it would work. That was with Montoya last season, and like we watched the car drive out of the garage, and it was quite literally on fire as it left the garage. So it's like, you can just imagine, like, Montoya's like, the car's on fire? And you're like, yeah, no, it's fine, just go out for one lap. It might clear up. It's fine. I'll see if we can run Liz down to it. Right, Liz's setup's fine now. Although actually we might as well try and... We've got a free... We know we're going to send her out, so... We might as well do some tweaks on her. Liz... You now have... Optimal, great, 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 optimal. So you're back up to 7. You are down to 325 and down to 0.2. So go out there for as long as your engine lasts. We will pull you in, don't worry. Joe, we're going to go out there as long as we can. We're hoping for an optimal. Do that. Car setup. So your setup is now optimal, great, 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 bad. Which gives us a 6, 12.5, 2.8 still, 350, 0.6. Seen teams send cars which are actually on fire on the track. It's generally because there's something stuck in the brake ducts on fire and they're assuming it'll blow out again when it gets back up to race speed, which it does. Yeah, that's the thing. So that's what we were telling Montoya. He was like, no, guys, I'm pretty certain this is the engine. I'm like, no, mate, it's just some rubber in your exhaust or something.
Stay off the curb, it unsettles the car.
Well, that told you, Liz. A pigeon, that's probably the pigeon, yep. It's probably a pigeon. You can smell cooking. Montoya, if you can smell cooking, it's fine.
Check the gears.
How many gears you got left, Joe? Oh, I'd say at least 2. No man needs more than 2 gears. Oh, you got loads of practice out of this engine, Liz. What are you moaning about? Get another race out of it at this rate. We'll probably leave her out because we do want her to get the experience.
How was the balance?
Just a fucking Williams in the air. Is that an Alpha Tower he's stuck behind there? There's a menu option for different music. I have it enabled. Basically, you can have licensed or unlicensed music, and obviously I'm running the unlicensed music for streaming reasons. Oh, they actually in this in a delta formation, yep. The licensed, you mean? No, I'm running the... What I mean is they've got music that you require a license to use, and they have tracks that are generic tracks that you are not going to get a copyright hit for. And I'm using the stuff that I'm not going to get a copyright for. Yeah, there's not really... The big difference is when you win a race, because obviously you can't get the full classic "you have won a race" music. because developers are too cheap to just license that bit of classical music. So that's where you'll notice it most. She's almost at 0. Are all the tracks red? Yeah, red for track, green for DRS zones, and the little square, green square, is where the DRS calculation is made. Go on, hit 0. Chat demands it.
And how are the tires?
Oh, she's not going to hit 0. Not even on fire yet. We should get in. We'll put her out slightly in P3. We might as well run that engine down now. I don't want to rob you of the sight of a car on fire. Yeah, that's some good prep. I'm fine with that. You want softs, please? So I want to make sure we lose a pair of softs, not anything else. Nah, the car's not even on fire yet. Okay, it's slightly on fire. Barely on fire. The rain will put it out. It's fine. Did the game suggest inters? It did, because it is actually raining. But we're really only going out
Just be careful on exit.
because we want to make sure we control what tyre the game takes away, because it takes away one tyre from each session. So if we'd done the whole thing on inters, we'd have lost a different tyre, or risked losing a random set of tyres. This way we know for certain what tyre we're losing. Just crawling around that track. That does not sound like a healthy car. Come on, do it. Because she can run for a tiny bit of time on 0, because essentially it's a fractional percentage, it's just not going to show you. Here we go. Look, it's barely on fire. Yeah, it's a very small fire. It'll rain again in a minute, you'll be fine. Ah, I've seen worse fires than that. Honestly, drivers today are just so, like, they just don't know they're born, do they? Now, you think this would have stopped Ayrton Senna? No. Not at all. Ayrton would have just shrugged and raced it off. White smoke, there's a new pope. No, it's raining again now. I'll put it out. It's fine. Absolutely fine. Nothing wrong with that car. To be fair, car problems did stop Senna rather notably. Yeah, only once. Driver entering the pits now. Yeah, tell you what, Liz, just park it outside. Don't actually drive that one into the garage. Maybe just park it outside. Next to the guys with fire extinguishers. Just so, yeah, just park it outside. Just, or no, or bring it into the garage. Yeah, no, that's fine. That's absolutely fine. Thanks for that, Liz. No, it's fine. We can clear the smoke out. No, I mean, we're not going to get our deposit back on this garage now, but... You know, that's... No, I appreciate we did make you... we did make you drive on that. So, yeah, that is our fault. Right. If I was Liz, I'd be pitting on my own authority and decreasing the managed durability with a wrench, probably. Right, I just need to go check on Kitty while we're doing this, because she's been quiet for far too long. Yeah, when you do, mate. One second. would in fact be my chair. I need you to go on that chair. Right, we're back. Minor kitty drama. Napoleon really wants hugs because I've been busy writing and I've been in the office all day, so... And he's like, why can't we go and have a hug? And I'm like, I need to stream. The cruel people of chat are making me abandon you. Scritched a kitty? Will that be the other kitty? That's the problem. Because I'm in the room with that kitty. So all you've actually just done is made Napoleon's life even more unfair. Because now other kitty is getting scritches whilst also cleaning me. Poor Napoleon still remains unscritched. I'm just torturing him, chap. Napoleon is on his blanket in the spare room at the moment, which is the place he kind of goes to when he's sulking or when he wants to make a point, because that was the first room he stayed in the house. He's always regards it as very much his kind of his room. Do the cats have pre-access to each other now? No, so moderated access. So they're now at the point where they're generally eating meals together. Oh fuck, it's an ATO qualifier. Joy. Yeah, so we're starting on hard, so that'll go well. So yeah, dinner time's generally in the same room. For the rest of the time, separated in some way. But we do at least sort of, or try and do an hour a day where they're both in the living room together now. But she tends to get very excited about it and hassle him a bit. Like, because she wants to play. And when he kind of walks away from her or turns his back on her, she turns this mistake stat for him wanting to be chased or to have a proper play. So he will then give her a bit of a warning growl and she'll back off. We might as well just use the new gearbox. But we don't want to have that happening too long. Teiji101, thank you for the follow. So yeah, it's basically it's like F1 drivers. You don't want to have them in the same room for too long because they'll just start kind of fighting each other. Go, because there is a chance of rain in this.
Okay, should be green.
Go. Now, I'd hope that Zhou will get through. I very much doubt that Liz will. Because she just doesn't have the parts on the car. So while my internet cuts out, I entertain myself by playing Militopia and making a spreadsheet of who likes what food. Ooh. Canadian hobbies. Depending on how this rain keeps up, she might make it through. Oh, and there's a dry spell at the end. She'll probably get knocked out at the end. Does mean we can send her out again, though. Might as well. We're on hard tyres. If there's time. Go. Go. Get in the way of everyone, Joe.
And here we've got a yellow flag.
Currently P16.
Nah, she's going out.
Okay, press in button, then we'll box now.
Show through, though, that's the main thing. Her morale is in the toilet, but we can work on that. That'll build up over time. Once she starts getting good parts and a better car, she'll be alright. If I were a cat, I'm very much a hey friend cat. Yeah. It suggests starting on inters. Let's see how that goes. Basically, our goal with Liz at the moment is just get around the track without totaling cars, please. Just gonna dry out the end. Mediums. Yellow. Remember, we need to finish 12th or higher. But behind Norris, that should be good. Because it gives us freedom to run. No. Yeah, we're alright. We're out, but we just made what we were going for. I assume everyone else... No, everyone else went on mediums. It's fine. Onyeva, welcome to chat. It is 2032. We have just left McLaren, where we successfully won a world championship with Sophia Flörsch. And we are now... Everyone had to go on mediums. It's HA quali. No, I think we could have run on softs. I think. We could have run on softs if we wanted to. You'd be silly to, because you want to save your softs for your last one. We are on, yeah, so we're on 2032, having won, what, 6 seasons of championships in a row with McLaren, and the last one with the first ever female world champion. We decided to bring back Brawn, so we have moved to Brawn Racing, who were AlphaTauri, who were terrible. And this is season 1 with Brawn, and our goal is to not get fired. And also we do have a very promising young female driver in seat 2, so we'll see how that goes.
Tension continues to build.
Right, in the points would be nice, podium would be amazing. But mostly we're just aiming for in the points. Dry will race, so he can go on that. She can do the same. Just go with that. Drop him by 2 laps on the fuel. You can push slightly off the line. You go light on the fuel. Don't hit anything. Please. Just for one race. Promising, but currently very unlucky. I think part of the problem is because we've had her on the bad parts, she's just stuck in the... She has to do a lot more on track than Zhou does. And her overtaking isn't great. It is her second weakest stat.
It's time for the Sao Paulo Grand Prix. And it's lights out and away we go.
So she's essentially, once we give her a good car,
Plenty of K1 available.
I think she'll do alright. But that'll be next season. So she just kind of has to deal with the fact that she's not going to do great at the moment. Right, we're not going to pick up any more places. Drop back on that. We'll push you up when DRS lands. Slide past Bearman.
Right, we're down at turn 5. It's certainly inviting. And Zhou Guanyu makes it past.
Well done, Joe. Empty batteries to go neutral and give it a bit of a push.
So let's take a look at the replay. Zhou Guanyu is the focus here. Can they squeeze by?
I think we made the right engine choice this year.
And the AlphaTauri manages to get by.
Plan is getting a women team to win? Yes, it is. It's going to take us a few years. But that is the plan. Right, we're running hot now, so let's drop that down. So this is roughly where I'd expect the car to kind of peak out. So getting much higher than this is generally reliant on us out-strategying those above us, or some proper comedy accidents. Neither of which are guaranteed. Yeah, I'm never underestimating the power of Piastri, yeah, but he's back in 14th. Piastri's suicide runs can't help us now. Soph's had unbelievably bad luck this season. She's crashed a few times and she's been taken out a few times. Like, she still definitely has the best car on the grid. Her and Montoya do. They just keep getting taken out. I am being cleaned while I'm playing. I can give you a hug if you want. What are you going to do? Because I either need to turn cat cam off. Want to come up for a hug? Come on. Come on. Yeah, here we go. Come on. You can be a shoulder kitty for a bit. How are we looking? Oh, go on. You got him there. You got him. You get beaten by a Frenchman. You got the DRS now. There you go. Nicely done. That's optimal for him. Piastri crashes less in my save, almost never. I think they actually did tweak him after multiple complaints. He did seem to crash normal. More than normal. Ferraris do like to crash into each other generally, I've noticed. Right. One more lap on her. Very disorientating to try and do this whilst holding a kitten who is also trying to clean you. Can we stack them? Yeah, we can stack them. The problem is I can't drink wine while I'm holding a kitten. Fine. Tyres are overheating, so run on standards now for a while. We should be on for points here. See what I mean about how Richter gets stuck at the back a fair bit? I do think she struggles with overtaking at the moment. I mean, she's got a trash car, but even so. I think even with that, she gets stuck a bit. Yeah, pretty much on the point on tyres. That's flowing for a second, is it? Does that mean she was on double softs? Yeah, she went double softs. Seb's going the distance because he's on hards. So everyone else is going to be pitting for softs. push for the last bit. Let's get that DRS off of everyone in front of us. And then rag the softs. Out in 8th. Question is when we're going to need to run lean. Right, you can run conserve. Stuck behind Lawson, which didn't help there. Right, point 3 will make down. Point 2 will make down. I do like that as bad as she is, she's still somehow consistently ahead of Russell. I'm with Ferrari at the back, and they're just really bad this year. Don't ask me why. Yeah, we might scrape another couple of places. I think we'll get 6th. We need a crash to get podium though.
See what happened. Now we're approaching turn 2. There's the opening.
I mean, at this point you might as well attack. Well, she's going to finish ahead of both the Ferraris. That's how bad the Ferraris are this year.
Checkered flag. A tricky race. Over and out.
Where are you off to, Lizard? Hey, we ran out of fuel. We've never run out of fuel on track before. No one's ever seen it. You can't confirm it. Didn't happen. Look, we got over the line. That's the important thing. We weren't the only one.
You put it all together today for an excellent drive.
An outstanding performance.
My theory, Ferrari have the problem with many facilities they can't upkeep cheaply. Quite possibly. That should be a disqualification. In real life it would be, because you need a certain amount of fuel left in the tank. But not in game. Some nice money off of that one, because we got our extended bonuses. Right, how are we looking on development? So we kind of need... We're in 28th of June. Our boost is running out soon. It pushed us up to extra factories. I think probably it will last for the 4 or 5 days to get those two out. I wish it would tell you on here when that was going to run out, because I don't think it tells you on the calendar, which is just annoying. Like, tell me when the boost thing is going to run out. That's all I ask. Are we extending Joe's contract? Have you worked out the micro for the facility research? It depends what you mean. Our technical chief is also running out, and our suspension design is complete. Because somewhere back here... Right. So that was Design Center Improvement Boost for 45 days. What date was that on? God forbid you actually tell me the fucking date rather than just a month ago. Game, that is not helpful. That is definitely not helpful, game. Right, we know it's over 4 weeks. So let's assume that does mean like 30 odd days. So we can start a new one. So, but we're not going to make it to 1824. So that slot is going to drop off. Right, so when's the next ATR? Okay, 63 days. We've got ages on ATR, but that does mean we can spend reasonably high. Right. So in terms of projects we're going to kick on and be able to do, we will get 1 more, 2 more, 3 more, 4 more, let's say probably 5 more. Finances wise, cost cap, got 48 million left. So that's fine. So I don't think we're going to have a problem with cost cap. Do you have someone to replace him with? Okay. So, the choice is we re-sign Joe. But we probably need to offer him a lot more money. And he's not going to want 1 year, he'll want 2. The other drivers that we could go for, if we're going to go move on straight away to a second female driver, it is probably not going to be Flo, because she's locked in at McLaren on 40 million a year. So it would end up being I don't need to filter on that. That's who I think we want for reserve. The alternative is we bring in, say, Ella as reserve, but she is already 26 years old. So her dev rate's average anyway, and she's probably going to want a race seat if we're going to bring her in. So the way facility micro works is really broken. The longer the work has to go, the more time a single engineer can provide. Oh, is this the thing that you can actually reduce the number of engineers as a project gets towards its end, and actually you have a much more minimal effect on it than you? So you want to front load engineers. If you're really microing it, you front load engineers and then you just gradually reduce them as the thing goes on. I will occasionally do it if I need to just tweak things around a deadline slightly, but I think at the moment we're not in the habit of it. But yeah, basically engineers at the end of a project, when you're about 5 days out, you might as well automatically just drop them to having like 1 engineer. And put them on another project. But when we were towards the end of McLaren, we were never hitting enough for that to make an impact anyway. So I think if we're not going to go with that, if we were going for pure lols, we'd see if Max genuinely wanted a year. If we were meme hiring, Gasly is still technically free, but that's not going to happen. But once you get down to here, we are essentially looking at those are the top 2 female drivers outside of Soph. The alternative would be if there was another female driver hovering around. You see there's a bit of a drop off after this? I don't think there is. You are basically down to Suzuki here, who we did bring in at McLaren, but I think we were kind of going with leaving her at McLaren. One thing I noticed while we were watching last is Gladys' head is neck portrait is misaligned. Yeah, she's our Cardassian. She's our Cardassian engineer, who we have re-signed for another while, because you don't fuck with Cardassians. So I think basically the choice you've got, chat, is we either go YOLO now and bring in Ella. She's really not going to win anything, I don't think. She'll be good in the car. She's got good stats. Her defending's trash, but... So I think she'd be a good driver. And she'd be cheap. So my instinct is we get Ella in. There's no risk if you don't bring her in now, she gets signed by some other team. Yeah, in which case we'd have no other decent female drivers until we can dev up our new reserve. So as consensus, we're going for Ella, yeah? Because I'm pretty certain if I go to her now, she'll take it. Like, if we said we want to give you 4 seasons, starting next season, and I want you in car 1, and I only want to pay you 1.8, but I will give you a signing bonus. And I'll give you a race bonus of 100 grand finishing on the podium. Go 5 seasons. It's not going to cost us a lot to break it if we need to. Ooh, so close. We cheese it by offering her a lower. No, in which case that's going back up to 3, and we'll offer a 1.8. There we go. Now, this is the problem, is we're theoretically going to lose our technical chief. But the person I really want is not going to want to join us. So we have re-signed our Cardassian. So our Cardassian has re-signed. She is on a 5-year contract now. They're on 2 and 4 years, so we're not going to get rid of them yet. Marco's on 2 years, so we're not going to get rid of him yet. Who I really want is Diane. I want to bring Diane back, but she's just not interested. She's got a negative outlook towards our team. I think we can get her, but not yet. I think once we've done team rep up a bit, she'll come. So part of me thinks we might just want to see if we can keep people around for a bit. The alternative is we go Hiriko for now. And then swap her for Diane when we get a chance. Because she should be cheap, so it'd be easy to break it. I always try and steal someone from here, but like, I'd love to get someone for a year. He's on 3.5. Like, can we get Pierre? So he's going to create a Stellaris model. Ooh, what are you creating? He's not interested. So Enrique is very open to negotiation. So we could trade up for a season, 2 seasons. It would benefit us. I don't mind paying 3 million to him, say. And paying the break fee. For 2 seasons. Yes, the salary's too low. Oh, that was an immediately anyway, which we wouldn't want to do. No, so it wasn't a good starting Alpha Centauri mod in the game, so I thought I'd throw them together. Yeah, no, if you come up with a origin for it, it'd be quite fun. Do it as the first human colony or something. If you want fluff writing for it, just let me know. I'll throw you some text together. Yeah, we'd need to pay him a lot more. I just don't think that's worthwhile. So realistically, keeping Matt round. 3.5. Okay, you know what? You know what? I'll give you 2 seasons at 4 million. We're in the range. I mean, essentially this is Zhou money we're spending. Yeah? We go with that. That tides us over until we can get Diane. And everyone else is on a couple of years, so we don't have to worry about it yet, which is good. F1 schools, tiny bit of money for staff development pause, so no. So Ella joins us next season. Oh, Christian's kicking off again. Hello John, I see you've signed Ella Newland to drive for your team. I can understand why, their braking is one of the best on the grid right now. Everyone here is going to miss working with them. But let me be clear, we're coming for you in the championship. Ella Newland is still with us for now, and we're going to make the most of that. She's your reserve driver, Christian. Why are you such an unmitigated penis? I do love how well this game accurately models Christian Horner. Ugh. We really need a factory upgrade. It's killing us. Right, what do we need? We have 1 level 4 chassis. Five wings. Only 3 rear wings, so we do need some more rear wings. Fine on SP3s. We need more underfloors. We do need more suspensions, but I think we're building those. So what is it? The priorities are rear wings, chassis, and underfloors. Chassis, we've got another one coming off. Suspensions, we've got a few more coming off. So I think if we throw down 2 more rear wings, because we definitely will need at least 2. We've now poached 2 of their drivers, haven't we? Did we? Who else have we poached? So accuracy's gone up, her control's gone up. I need her overtaking to go up. Oh, we might as well sort our reserve driver out at the same time here, because we know who we're getting now. So we are getting Yoko. Yoko, how do you fancy being my reserve driver for next season? And I will pay you that amount of money for 5 seasons. And you can have a cheeky 10 grand in your pocket. Considering retiring soon. You're 21, Yoko. You're not retiring anytime soon. But isn't Richter from Red Bull? No, I think we poached her from Mercedes, as Alanin said. Give you a bit more money. There you go. Okay, that's our driver lineup for next year sorted then. Pit crew! How you doing after you cost me third 2 races ago? Lads, go have a nap for a month. So that one's finishing, that one's going to finish. Yoko has seen her peak and decided to pursue other ventures, apparently. Chassis for next year. Peak is an in-game event. Yeah, it is. I think I've never quite worked out where you can spot it, and I do think it varies by driver. Oh, hang on, I think that was my door. 1 second.
Hello mate, I'll be down.
Ugh. Sorted. I think it depends on driver development rate, which is hidden except for the DB editor parameter. Oh, interesting. I must admit I deliberately avoided looking at the what you can edit with driver stats in the DB. Because I didn't want to get tempted when we were doing the Sophia Flörsch. See, look, she's up in 6 months. That's really annoying. They're going to renew her. We will get her, we'll just have to pay for her. New reg vote. Fastest lap bonus point. No, go away. There we go, that has run out. Now, did that mean we didn't get our last bit of research on that? Do you just lose the research you have going on when that happens? Maybe. I guess what you're best doing with that is just knowing which 2 parts you started and trying to start 2 long ones when you hit it. Okay, so what are we left to manufacture that we need? We need some chassis, don't we? Got one more chassis coming off in 3 days. And then we'll set that going again. 5 front wings, 5 rear wings, 4 side pods, 2 underfloors, 3 suspensions. Give me another 2 underfloors. Give me 1 suspension. Five front wings. Yeah, it is the chassis. That doesn't sound important. Yeah, I mean, you know. Who needs a chassis? Right, Azza. We will reach Q2. Qualifying position will be 13th or higher. Guarantees, finish position will be 12th or higher. Streak, finish and quali. Go with a 3-race streak. And get me finishing 12th or higher. And on quality, 13th or higher for 3 races. Yeah, we're good with that. To Azerbaijan.
Greetings from Azerbaijan, where we're back in the country's capital. The spectacular Baku city circuit will take drivers right through the city streets, from the narrow roads of the old town to the wide highway alongside the Caspian Sea, where cars will be fighting wheel to wheel this weekend.
And today I finished
Drivers will be battling it out on the streets of the Baku
my
city
first
circuit,
article
real
for my new tech
contradiction of
column
the
at
track.
Every.
From the long main
So I'll
straight
submit
where
that
the
tomorrow.
less drag, the better,
So if
to
you've
the
ever
tight
wanted
turns where
4,000 words
downforce
on the
is a
history of the
necessity,
Altair
teams are
computer
gonna
and
have
Ed
to work
Roberts
hard
and how he
to get
changed
that balance
computing,
right.
that's where you'll be able to find it shortly.
Standings right now, it's McLaren. And coming into round 4, there are plenty of teams.
Fascinating guy. Essentially the father of the personal computer is, you know, he's basically Ron Swanson, but an electronics genius. Complete opposite of the kind of personality you equate with like modern tech broness. Right, car setup. We are going on a 1.5, 10.5, 3.7, 2.9, 8.5. Run plan will be 20 laps. Driving options down. Car parts onto your backups. Yeah, you get practice out of that gearbox. Think you're gonna have to go on that engine. Let's be honest. Hope we can avoid buying our engine. Very annoyed if we have to buy our own engine. That's the one thing I'd like to avoid, is buying our own engine. Everything else is cheap enough that I don't mind that much, but engines are pricey. Car setup is 1.5, 10.5, 3.7, 295 and 085. Driving options, runtime, perfect, save. Can you not climb out the window, please? Thank you. Come on. You're not climbing out the window. It's not a good idea for small kitties. I know you think gravity doesn't apply to you, but it absolutely does. Don't look at me like that. Why is the window open? Isn't it cold? It's still open from when I had the... I had to open it to tell the delivery driver I'd be down. Because essentially I've got to navigate an airlock system to get out of this room to get down to seat the front door. And modern delivery drivers, because their companies are arseholes and push them, will give you like 30 seconds after you knock, after they knock, and if you're not there, they will go. So it was open from me shouting down to say, I'm coming.
How's the tire, you think?
Labour rights, indeed. Oh, don't be so sulky. You're not hard done by. We have duvets. Play with your ball. Want me to get your ball? No, that's my glass of wine. You can't have that. Ooh, an optimal. Nice. Ooh, 100. Get in. Tempted as we're now having to run her on that engine to not send her out in the other Ps if we can get her over. Basically, we can get her over 92. And another optimal. Nice. $97 is good enough for me. Never mention your Stellaris modding on my Discord. Yeah, well, there you go. Mention it. You alright? Oh, don't look at me like that. Honestly. Such a drama queen. Just no need for it. It's not like I've got any snacks in here, so it's not like you're going to get any snacks for being all drama queenie. I'm being stared at, chap. So I'm the worst human ever, because I wouldn't let her climb out of the first floor window.
Check the gears.
Hey, your gears are fine. You've got like at least half a gear left. You don't need more than half a gear. Look, there are kids in Africa who don't even have one gear, so get over it. We might skimp on the practice on this one, because if we can get another race out of, probably not his gearbox, but out of her ERS, that's useful to us. Well, is it? Because we're going to have to buy her a new ERS anyway. I don't know. We should do with a full normal complement of gears. If you want some more gears, you need to submit a paper saying where the gears went. Indeed.
Checkered flag.
Right, let's see where we got to on percentages for people. $85 and $86. I mean, we kind of want them higher than that, so basically yeet yourselves out onto the track and get into the 90s, please. See where I saw you figure out with the reserves. Yeah, I saw you mentioned it. I noticed that before. It's annoying that it doesn't give it to you for drivers though. So yeah, if you swap your reserve in, you can kind of see where their development rate is at the end of a session. She's at 87, he's an 85, so they'll get there. It's 88. He's on 87 now. How are we looking on parts? Yeah. Now you got loads of gearbox left. Loads of gearbox. Tons of gearbox. It's basically no penalty for calling reserve until we can set up in P1. Yeah, because they don't build up track stuff, do they? Only build up car. No, they do build up track, don't they? Because the problem is that track builds at an exponential level. Do they not build up track? Is it just car parts knowledge? Yeah, then there is no penalty for bringing them in. Right, he's on 91. How much gearbox you got left? 1% gearbox. 93. You come in. Go on, hit 93. Come on in. So the way track works, it builds tiny in the first 15-ish minutes, and it keeps building at a 4-3 rate. Yeah, it builds up well once you get going. I still wish it should roll over slightly, but I get why it doesn't. I'm very much enjoying my Port Advent Calendar. The nice 20-year tourney last night. Can't wait to see what tonight's port is. So I always get a port one and Bex gets a whiskey one. And obviously the cats have got their advent calendars. With kitty treats in them, so they're happy. A starboard advent calendar to go with it. That's a very Canadian joke. That's why you don't get Canadian comedians. Right, P2's fine, so we'll do token P3. Go. Advent calendars aren't a recent thing in North America. What, as in like you don't have advent calendars? How bizarre. Why would you not have advent calendars? You can get all sorts of things in advent calendars. They're amazing. Not before, like, 2005. Is that because you were all worried that the Catholics were going to take over? Chocolate Advent as a kid through 80s and 90s. I wonder if it's one of those things that in the US is far more regional. Like, in the UK, you tended to begin with, you had an Advent calendar if your family were religious. So I grew up a Catholic, so we always had, like, advent calendars, and I distinctly remember when I was about 10 was really the point where you started getting chocolate ones, so that would have been about 1990, and at that point we'd get, my grandmother would give us our religious calendar with all little pictures of Jesus and angels and stuff like that in it, and my mum would get us a chocolate one, so every morning you'd open one door on each. I do remember that, like, being as a kid, like, the first bits of December felt so long. Like, that period from, like, the 1st of December would be amazing because you'd open your first door on your advent calendar. Be like, oh, there's so many days to go. So many days to go until Christmas. And then once you got to about day 18 was when it started to feel kind of real. Like once you entered like kind of the high teens, you'd be like, oh shit, we're getting close. Advent calendars never made it past the first day, so my mother gave up. Yeah, well, you have to police the advent calendars. Yeah, so I get one every year, and it's essentially from the Cavada Port Vineyard place. Not cheap. I actually have like a wooden cabinet that they all go in, that they gave me in year one. But like, fuck me, is a good port. And you get the equivalent of about 2 glasses out of each bottle. When did you realise you could open the thing at your day one? Never, because there's rules. If you don't follow the rules of society, society breaks down. That said, one of the greatest joys as a kid was suddenly realising that for some inexplicable reason, you'd missed a day on your chocolate advent calendar. And then like the holy shit that day when you realised you got 2 chocolates was a good day. Which, let me tell you, is even more fun when you've got an advent calendar full of bottles of port. Because, yeah, that day when you realise you actually have 3 days to catch up on because you've been out drinking in the last couple of nights, that is a heavy evening of drinking good quality port. Good evening, Cheese Good. Cheese Good? Cheese God. Welcome back. You join us in Azerbaijan as we prep for qualifying. I do wonder if we'll scrape 2 more podiums. I kind of hope we do, because then I can just massively take my foot off the gas. Really don't want to finish 4th, but if we're not going to hit the long-term goal, we kind of need to finish as high as possible. Cancelling Netflix, I've noticed TV is so crap. Yeah, it is pretty awful. Regardless of country. I'm quite lucky, and the university means I have various free subscriptions to really good streaming services that aren't available to the public. Right. Get onto that engine. Get onto that ERS. Yeah, you'll get another one out of that gearbox. We get 2 races out of that gearbox, maybe. You're on your next DRS. Jesus Christ. Like, are you secretly in the pocket of big gearbox? Because it does feel like it sometimes. Liz. Yeet.
That should be the green light.
Yeet. Give me a clear run, give me a clear run, clear runs. She's gonna go, we'll send her out again. I think Joe will be okay. I think. I think she's going out, but that's fine. We know we're not expecting her to qualify well. Yeah, she's going out. Russell won't beat her on time.
Okay, and we will box now. Box. Just watch the FIA weighbridge lights. Watch the weighbridge lights.
I don't know, she might scrape through. She might scrape through. Yeah, that was Russell's best chance. Russell's not getting any faster than that. Ocon might. Ocon didn't. No, she's going through. No, she's not. Oh, you little shit. You little shit. Outrageous behaviour. Oh, at least he got knocked out as well. Well, that'll teach you, won't it? That'll teach you. She just transferred it. No, it's not a penalty. You get a little warning thing next to you when you're the next one to be knocked out. Like, it's a bit pointless because you know it's going to happen. But it does do it. Right, run unused. Yeet. one day we'll get rain in Azerbaijan. Today is not that day. Clear run, clear run, clear run. Not quite. Not quite. That might cost us. That was a bad time to catch up to the bear. Yeah. Ugh. We'll send him out again. Might as well. Clear run, clear run. Low tyres though. I don't think it'll go faster. Oh, I made it a little bit faster. That makes a difference. It's a Ferrari Raw for a new save. They are utterly terrible. I will stick this save up on Discord, or I'll stick the save up from the end of the 2031 season. So, Cheese God, if you want to have a play with 2032, so the season we're in, and you'll be reputation enough that you can take over any team you want to, you can have a real play with it. I keep meaning to stick up on Race Department. I will stick it up on Race Department tonight as a save that people can download and play. I'm on console. Oh, that's a shame. Hello, kitty. You forgiving me now? Oh, scritches. Scritches mean forgiveness. Need to do the mid-season tweak. Yeah, I'll chuck this save after the stream. Go on, we can get through. We can get through. One more and we're through. That's it, we're through. That's good. I think we should be able to get 6th, which will put us into 5th because Soph is changing a part out. We can go on fresh softs for this. Go. So I think everyone's going to come out. Perfect. Perfect. And you might as well go again. Clean run. Oh, not quite. Ooh, go, Joe. Good run. That's front row. That's front row. It's good to see teams fall off completely from being top teams. The only thing I've had so far in 2026 is Merck being about as consistent as Lance Stroll. Yeah, so what really helps is when you get the big resets. So every 5 years you get a massive reset across every part, and that really does reset a lot of people. And that's 2032 is one of those. 2031 is one of those years. So I think it's the 2031 season, the beginning of that season I've got the save for. Because that's when we pushed at McLaren to get Soph her World Championship. Those big resets really change things up. And yeah, as you can see here, it's a completely different grid now, which I really like. Like, I am very tempted to take a second save just for my own personal fun and rebuild Ferrari. Might do that in parallel to this.
It's race day.
Yeah, that's why I want to put the save up on Race Department for people who don't want to wait. So they can just go straight in with a fresh save with a new grid. I mean, it took me 370 hours to get to this point. Or to get to that point. So it's like, if you can stop other people having to spend 370 hours playing the game, it's not a bad thing. Right. We can't change engine at this point without a penalty, can we? Because if we can, I'm inclined to change engine. Because we are front row on the grid. Which means this race is winnable. If this isn't going to penalty it for it, we're going with the closest we've got to a fresh engine. Because I think we can get a podium here. I think our cornering is what's really doing us. It's so hard to overtake. I think we go medium to softs. And if there's a safety car... Basically, if there's a safety car at any point, we pit for softs. We just straight up pit for softs. Because we can technically soft this. Same for her. Might even let her burn the tyres a bit. I think we got a good shot at a podium here.
Final checks are being carried out on the grid, and here we go with the Azerbaijan Grand Prix.
Let's see what people start on.
It's lights out, and away we go.
I was really worried about Zhou at the beginning of the season. Okay, Norris is on mediums as well. That's good. But to be fair to him, he turns into a really good driver. Go on, Zhou. Stay in touch. It's crazy how trash those Ferraris are.
Pushing.
And yep, it's the Haas that's affected there.
Crawford's out.
Now with the Haas.
Bonk.
And makes contact with the wall.
I'd hope you would. You crashed. Right, DRS, go. Burn them. Burn them, Joe. Burn the tyres.
Right, let's have a look as we go into turn 4. They decide to give it a go. And we've got a new race leader.
Oh, so close. Come on, you can drop him. I mean, not that I'm hating the DRS train. But I'm pretty certain you can drop him. Oh, so close. That's it, he's gone. You've dropped him. You must have dropped him now. Oh, yeah, go on. Red flag. That's mildly annoying. Everyone's going on softs, though. Who is it? Oh, it's the bear. Oh! I mean, I wouldn't necessarily say that was his fault. I'd blame that more on the McLaren, to be honest. I'm not sure who was in the McLaren, but I'd say it was more the McLaren's fault. Both out.
All drivers have taken their positions again. Once more, they're ready to race. It's lights out. And away
Now, I would
we go.
assume everyone is on softs. Yeah. Which, that's okay. I can deal with that. I wondered if some people go hards and try and no-stop it. Right, we held on the first corner. Yeah, see, look, called it. Schumacher got the penalty. You sitting there go, oh no, it's the Williams. No, 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 no. No, that was always the fucking Mercedes' fault. Ah, I bet we can't drop them now. Oh, maybe. Oh, we've dropped them. Right, realistically, where do we need to pit on this? That's all on red dots for the whole lot. So, assuming we're not running on red dots for the whole lot, we can go slightly easier on that. So we can assume the tyres will last longer than we're thinking now. But maybe we don't. Maybe we just really rag the tyres. Any other series of Williams gets a stop and go. I mean, well, he definitely got a stop. It was the go part they didn't get back. If we can put time up over them, we are going to put time up over them. Right, Norris is gaining, so I think he's pushing. Mind you, he's getting... Him and Albon are trading DRS. Okay, if we drop down to that... Yeah, we're still picking up time. Red flag again. Oh, what do we do? Oh, what we doing, chat? We're probably the only team that has 2 sets of viable mediums. Because I always like to make sure I've got 2 mediums for the race, and the game generally makes them burn an extra set of mediums in practice. Yeah, they can, but are you ruling out another red? I mean, that's the thing. She's got an extra set of softs over most of the drivers. I mean, what's the theoretical difference between those 2 times? It's plus 12, which is less than a pit stop. Burn a set of mediums and then switch to softs. With her, I wouldn't need to do that. She's got 2 sets of softs left. We could technically give her fresh softs. Oh, fuck it. So he doesn't have another set of fresh softs. So if he's staying out on softs, he's staying out on these softs.
Now look, here we have.
Oh, Soph, no.
The car makes contact, and that's a tough one to take for both driver and the car. And for the crew watching on in the...
Damn it, Soph. We could leave him on 2-stop, but move him on to the slightly fresher softs. Conserve the mediums, but then switch to. I think we go with another pit left. I think a lot of people might go back to their mediums, because they will have enough in a set of mediums to get through to the end of the race. I think we're going to gamble on stun. I think it comes back to something Alanin says as well, which is there's no guarantee we're not going to have another red flag here. She's got 2 sets of fresh softs left. So I think she absolutely goes out in softs. Like, theoretically, she could make the end of the race on these tyres if we conserved.
The track is ready, and so are the drivers. And it's lights out, and away we go.
Norris is on hards. They're on the 99s. I think everyone else is not stopping at all. Nobody is stopping apart from us. So I think we need to rag those softs. And I think for her we need to not, because we're making it to the end of the race. Or we just power past everyone. Fuck it. We are going super aggressive on this. We are going full aggro. This is a full aggro run. Because we need about 20-second gap.
Got no DRS.
Well spotted. Neutral, neutral. He's pushing his softs. Oh, damn it! No, not again! Oh, can you just not break cars,
Now the
please?
AlphaTauri's been involved in an incident. Now the AlphaTauri involved here. Clearly unable to take evasive action. That will have knocked their confidence, I'm sure.
Can you just stop breaking my cars?
And look at the team there. They all...
Oh. If we pit now, we make the end. Yeah, thanks, Lardon. Right, Drew's on good tyres. Not that fast, because I think he's going to have to pit again as well. Like, he's pushing those tyres way too much to not be pitting on them again. Do there no DRS before the third lap also apply to restarts? I don't actually know. Like, they can DRS train off of each other for a while. I'm all in favour of that. Like, that's helping us more than it's hindering us. Is Richard slightly underskilled to go full aggression? Yeah, I mean, that's why I don't blame her for that. That was right. Drew's dropped us, so I think we pit now. I did say we were going full aggression, and I wasn't lying. Right, the hunt is on. No way he's not pitting. 58% tires lasts himself 15 laps. Ain't happening. Ten laps. Burn 'em, baby, burn 'em. That's one position. That's two.
Let's take a closer look. Yo Guan Yu is the focus here. The opportunity's there.
That's fastest lap. He's on 45% tyres. Drop back to just aggressive. Because I think you're going to catch him anyway.
Now we should be able to take a look.
Oh yeah, baby!
Now the Alpha Tauri involved here. The opportunity begging to be taken.
I think he's trying to one-stop.
And the Alpha Tauri manages to get by.
Now we're fine on fuel. We've never run out of fuel. Give me 2 seconds. Not once in our time playing this game have we ever run out of fuel. I'm annoyed she crashed. I think we could have got her up. I think we could have got her a 5th or a 6th. But we did push her a bit too much. But it's on us. It's on me. I said we were going full aggression, and we did go full aggression. And it's kind of worked. I'm going to say kind of worked. We're going to get our 3rd race win of the season out of this. Monty might win the championship this year, you know. Go on, show. Bring it home. Sixth podium vision. You can stop trying now. No, isn't this 5th? We need one more, then I can stop trying. And I will stop trying. I think we made the right call switching to this engine. I think that's been one of the tiny bits of difference. Once we'd made front row, it was just like we need to be just leading this race all the way through. Bring it home, Joe. Bring it home.
Joe, first over the line. What a win there. That was a brilliant performance from the Alpha Tauri driver.
It was a truly excellent win. with everything working together for the team and driver.
Only cost Richter.
Great display of team spirit.
Essentially,
As
our win in
everyone
Monaco
finally
and
gets
our
the
win
chance
here
to share this moment.
have relied on
Down there in
Richter
the AlphaTauri garage crew. What would they be making of that race, do you think?
crashing at a point that gives us a
They'll be
useful red flag.
absolutely delighted to have picked up the
I do
win.
wonder if there'd be a slight bit in the racing press about, is that a tactical red flag?
Well, everybody, that's all from us here in Baku.
I mean, shit, do we back off? It's not impossible that we win a championship with Zhou. Ah, the Renault Singapore strategy. Well, quite. No, we're not winning it. We're not winning it with Zhou. Let's not. Fuck. Yeah, we're fine. We're fine. Oh, thank God. Well done, Red Bull. Okay, we're 5th. Stay there. 5th is fine. Oh, she's going to have hurt my car again. The Ferrari being this bad, how many team principals do you think they've gone through at this point? Loads. It's why at the beginning of the season I did say Ferrari might be one of the fun teams to do. It's why I think I will do off stream is do a Ferrari run. Because, like, it's how many years would it have been since Ferrari won a championship at this point? Remembering that they didn't win any by the time we started this save. Like, we're in 2031 or 32. When was the last time Ferrari won a championship IRL? 2008 with Kimi, yeah. 2007 or 2008? Like, if it's 2007... Okay, so we're in 2032. They're not going to win the title this year. By the end of this season, how many years will it have been since Ferrari won a title? Because I'm thinking it's a lot of years. Yeah, it's got to be like 25-ish. Can you imagine being the person who, after 25 years, brought a title back to Ferrari? I think that will be my off-stream save. Well, he earned his £11,000 bonus for finishing higher than 20th today. Oh, what's my car going to look like? This is why we don't give you the good parts, Liz. I know you want the good parts, and I know that's why you keep crashing. Can you not? Engineer and driver tension. Intervene. Lads, hug each other. Is that passed? Yeah? Bonus point for fastest lap. Imagine winning the race and your drive manager hands you the 10k saying, good job on the top 20 here. I know. What's even crazier is when you realise that basically he's just won his, what, 3rd Grand Prix in a shitty car? And we've already said to him, like, oh yeah, no, by the way, we are getting rid of you next season for someone who's worse than you. Just so you know. They're going to earn a hell of a lot less money, though. So that's fun. Oh, I don't want to look at my cars. Kind of noticing that Kitty Cam has fewer kittens than someone might expect. Yeah, Kitty is on the desk at the moment. Don't think I can get Kitty Cam into useful position. without waking the kitty up. Let's see. Keep very quiet, chap. Keep very quiet. See if we can do this. Keep quiet, chat. We're hunting kittens. Pangolin Reader Histofact. As per the article I was writing earlier today, there are two different stories about how the Altair 8800 came to be known as the Altair. The first is that Les Solomon, the writer for Popular Electronics, asked his daughter what the name of the computer in Star Trek was, and she said, doesn't have a name, but you should name it after the planet they're off to in this mission, which is Altair, which is possible. That would make it a mock time, the episode that dictated the name. Or it's also possible that Les Solomon did indeed ask just his general staff at Popular Electronics for name suggestions, and his marketing manager suggested Altair, and they picked it out of that. There are two good stories. So those are your two interesting facts of today. Oh, we need to look at the car. No, let me look at the car. I forgot to look at the car, chat. Oh, I'm gonna have to look at the car. My beautiful car. Is it just easier to detail the parts that are left? It's not a car, it's just some side pods. It's just some side pods on the floor. And there goes another gearbox. There goes our last ERS. And there goes an engine. The fact it says missing makes me think that Liz came back holding some side pods and refused to elaborate. Oh God. Oh, that is... Ouch. What did you bounce off a wall? Turn 1 at Baku. I mean, congrats, you got your wish. You finally get new parts. Not like this though, Liz, not like this. You can stay on rear wing 1 for that. A mock time had them visiting 40 Eridani, aka Vulcan. I'm pretty certain it's a mock time. It has the mention of Altar something, but I might be wrong. If so, that'll just be me misremembering. It won't be the story wrong. I mean, maybe we should just... Chat, is this a cry for help? Is this her finally saying, look, you've had me on the shitty parts for every race this season, and can you just please put me on some good parts? Oh, my pretty, pretty cars. That was it. That was the last gearbox. She has totaled 3 and a bit gearboxes in 12 races. And season is 23, yeah. We've got to buy her a new ERS. Might get away with it on engine. Memory Alpha says they're trying to go to Altair in a mock time but end up at Vulcan due to access block. There you go. See? I'm not a liar. How dare you accuse me of being a liar, chap? I have banned people for less, Random Deal fan. Narrator, he hasn't. I remember you saying, oh, gearboxes are cheap. Would you like to reconsider saying that in her hearing? Yeah. Probably. Ouch. Ouch. I mean, one more. I think we can hit that now. Now, if you told me at the beginning of the season that we had a chance of hitting that, I wouldn't have believed you. Remember, Liz is not ready to go full aggression yet. It only cost you an entire F1 car to learn that lessons. That's not true. She did bring the side pods back. How very dare. Oh, that was painful. Right, how long have we got left on research? We've got 45 days. 45 days left. That is a full round of everything. So we've got 5 bits of research we can do in that time. Let's get the rear wing going soon. So 43 divided by 5 is 8 and a bit, isn't it? And 53 divided by 5 is 10 and a bit. Is there research for structural enforcement? I mean, yeah. Alert kitten, because Bex has just got home. Which means we will be ending the stream in a minute, because, I'm not being funny, chat, but I'm on the promise of a roast dinner tonight. And much as I love all of you, I love roast dinners more. That's my glass of wine. It's not for you. Right, we got our research sorted. We get one more podium, we can take our foot off the gas a bit, because we do just at that point want to cruise home in 5th. We're not going to fall below 5th. We do need to let Red Bull finish above us. Ferrari on 0 points, look at that. Performance targets will be quali and 2. So qualifying position 12th. Q2, because we do want to save money as well, that's the thing to remember. We kind of want to be finishing the season with 30 million in the bank. Ideally. I'd really, really, really like to upgrade our race simulator as well. But with Liz throwing cars into the wall like there's no tomorrow, that is trickier. Finish position 12th or above. We're on a streak still, that's fine. Right, I think that will be official stream end for this evening. But if you !Discord, if you're not on the Discord already, I will pick this up on Discord. Just be aware that there will be a break whilst I go off to have dinner at some point.